In finally free news, submitted by Who Is Who. A couple spent 21 years in prison after being falsely accused of child abuse.
Dang.
They're now free to begin life again.
21 years?
What do you mean falsely accused? How is this possible?
Yeah.
The child did it?
Yeah, right.
Hey, babysitter?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Have you seen nanny cams?
When they abuse the kids, that shit's sad.
Oh my god.
They also have some nanny cam shit where they're kicking dogs and shit.
Oh.
Or the elderly.
Yeah, the elderly.
A part of me wants to have a nanny cam so I could catch them, like hitting my kid, so I could fuck them up and have a reason to do it. So I just sit there, please strike my child so I can destroy you.
Please hit my kid. And like put like a really like a red shirt on your kid.
Yeah.
Make it more hittable.
Make it bright.
It's like a target, yeah, like a bull. Like I don't know.
Please let it be permanent brain damage so I can really.
Oh, I could really fuck them up.
Well, I don't know about that. Just give them like a light smack so I can just knock the fuck out of you.
Yeah, so this couple, their name is Dan and Fran. Dan and Fran?
How could they hit a child? I don't see that.
Just based on their names?
Yeah, Dan and Fran, two goofballs.
Yeah, two goofballs.
Come on now.
Yeah, so they ran a daycare center in Austin, Texas in the 90s. So at the time of this whole scandal, bless you, they were in the 40s and 50s at that time, but now they're 75 and 67.
They lost those. Dang.
They owe them
Good chunk
millions
of
of
it.
dollars.
They were convicted of sexual assault in 1992.
What?
The only piece of evidence was an apparent wound on one of the children's vagina. This turned out to be wrong though, because the doctor who testified later denied his confidence in the assessment.
Oh Jesus.
The case was finally dismissed this year in June.
21 years?
21 years.
And they were like branded as like child rapers.
That's like the worst thing to be branded as.
For a daycare, like if you had sent your kid to that daycare, you're like.
Your life's over, dude.
Oh, the story's pretty crazy. So at that time, there was like widespread panic about satanic activity, and it began sometime in the 80s. So by the time this was happening, there was still a lot of people that thought like, oh, everyone's a devil worshiper
So there was a witch hunt going on in Texas?
in the country.
Really?
It was like a lot of people believed.
Everybody's a devil worshiper.
Yeah. So the children from that daycare, they accused Dan and Fran of lacing their Kool-Aid with blood, wearing white robes, cutting the heart out of a baby, flying children to Mexico to be raped by soldiers, burying children alive with animals, throwing them in a pool with sharks,
Wait, the children accused them?
shooting them, and resurrecting them afterwards. That's what the children were saying. So
What kind of fucking demonic children are
See,
they?
Cutting a
the
baby's
parents
heart
started
out?
telling them about devil worshippers and all the stuff they do, and then
yeah, because a lot of these kids, they were being interviewed by psychiatrists and people that just were convinced that this couple were devil worshippers, and so
they were like feeding them.
yeah, it seemed like the parents or the psychologist, like they were just like trying to get it out of them, and so they come up with this shit.
Fuck. So did the kids grow up and be like, none of that shit happened?
Well, the thing is,
Yeah, because the kids would be like 28 now.
Yeah, they're like, I was never touched. I just thought I was supposed to say that
It
shit.
seems like these kids or like they've been convinced of it because now that they've been released, it's been reported that some of these children are against their release.
They are just
I
brainwashed.
feel like I personally feel like, yeah, they just got brainwashed.
So wait, the evidence countering this though is that the doctor says maybe his testimony wasn't great. Is that all the evidence countering this?
Yeah, because there's nothing else.
Oh, there was nothing else.
There's no other proof. So
Because you would think there's bodies, blood, they'd find some sort of DNA.
Missing children is one of those big evidences that's pretty easy to prove.
Well, they're talking about killing them and resurrecting them, so it's like demonic.
Yeah, or like sending them off to get raped. Like
That just sounds like fables in the community. Like they weren't convicted of those things.
No.
Yeah, they were just convicted of that one particular laceration, right?
yeah, so the thing is, this all started from a single accusation of a 3-year-old girl. She already had known behavioral problems, and she was claiming that Dan was hurting her. This other girl was claiming that Dan had went to her house, took a chainsaw to her dog's vagina, then took the girl to a cemetery where they threw a person in a hole, shot the person, then cut up the body where the children went while the children helped. That's what that one girl was claiming.
And she's 3?
It's not specified that 3-year-old said that, but they're just saying like there was
Because
another.
that's some fucking crazy ass imagination.
Yeah. So
that girl is now a serial killer.
well, they're saying that a lot of these children that were sent in by worried parents to talk to these therapists, that these therapists apparently were quacks, and they thought that they could dig up past traumas through hypnosis.
Oh yeah, that was a thing back then.
Hypnotherapy, I fucking hate that.
The police actually flew over that cemetery that this girl was saying that all this shit happened, and they did find a grave site that had fresh dirt. And so they used that in the trial, but what they didn't mention in the trial was that once they investigated that, they found out that there was a grave that kept sinking. Yeah, like it wouldn't stay leveled for some reason, so a family member of that person that was buried there, they would constantly come over and put fresh dirt on that grave. But they didn't really mention that during the trial because they were just so convinced that they were...
Conveniently left that part out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a perfect storm of shitty things. Though.
It was.
So they basically witch hunted this nice little couple that was running a daycare.
Yes.
And they just loved kids and whatever.
So sad too, because out of all these years in prison, they're saying that Fran described how she was always targeted in prison because people thought that she hurt kids. Yeah, and so like she would dodge boiling water and shanks, and she just had to dodge constant abuse.
Oh my gosh. And she wasn't allowed to be with Dan, obviously.
No, for those over 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
This is
insane.
why maybe we take it a little far sometimes, guys, on the show, when we're like, I don't care. They should be killed immediately.
Yeah.
I don't care what they did. They should be killed. Like if they're doing that to kids or whatever, it's like, oh fuck, wait. This could happen too.
Yeah.
I know.
Totally false.
But if it's to save kids.
Do you think in that time, that was like when all these cults kind of started coming to light, like Charles Manson from the 70s or whatever, like it just kept getting more and more like known? Because like
it was definitely during that time where everyone drank Kool-Aid and like the Haley's Comet thing happened.
What blows my mind is how the fuck is a 3-year-old better than me at torture techniques?
Yeah.
How the fuck? How would they even know? Like this man brought a chainsaw, put it to my vagina, threatened me.
the dog's vagina.
Yeah, the dog's
That's why I was
vagina.
laughing.
Like what?
Dude, Stephen King reads this shit and he's like, whoa, that's fucked up. That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
They shot this boy, brought him back to fucking life, and we had to witness this.
I feel like you see things in movies or TV shows or something, and then you like, you just your imagination.
Yeah, but I don't think I was that dumb.
So they were actually sentenced for 48 years each. Their story resurfaced in 2009, where the Austin Chronicle wrote an article about them. And then that's when a lawyer saw this article and they were like, hold on, like there's nothing that really cements that these people even did any of these ridiculous things. So then this lawyer started helping this couple, trying to get them out of prison. And so finally, the case was appealed in 2013. They were just saying that they apologized for everything they've been through. And so finally now...
They gave the key to the city? That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Mistakes happen, right? Sorry.
Yeah, they also recently, in June, they finally declared them completely innocent and finally dismissed the case completely. They were awarded $3.4 million from the state fund for being wrongly imprisoned.
It, dude.
Can you
Not
imagine like
enough.
all of your life from like 10 years old till now was in prison? Like that's how much time
Right.
they took from you.
Holy God.
Like from when you were 10 years old till now
Yeah.
is how much life you missed out on.
Well, they missed some good ones too, man. Like what was it? They're 60 now?
No, they're 70 something.
75,
They went
67.
away when they were 50.
Oh,
75 and
40s and
67.
50s. Yeah,
damn, son. Your life is like done now.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, so here, I'll show you guys.
Do they have any kids?
Like you can't even spend that money skydiving and shit.
So here's Fran and Dan when they were convicted.
You know what? They look like child molesters.
I was just thinking,
I'm fucking kidding.
like if you had projected that onto them, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no.
yeah.
But you know
I
how
can
we
see
all
it.
do
Yeah,
that?
everyone does that. Like, oh yeah.
He looks like a murderer. It's like, it's so stupid. We don't know anything.
Actually, he does it because the eyebrows and, nah, they don't. They need mugshot pictures for me to identify. Because I'll tell you, even if they got away and they're actually, they were molesters, I'd be able to tell
Why?
from the face.
Joe, you can't even win at Mafia. Come on.
I know.
He gets killed too quickly though. That's the problem. So how do they maintain their marriage in prison? They like pen pal and shit, or?
That's a good question.
Maybe they visit.
No, but it was really sad though because like the whole time from the time that they were released up until recently they were finally awarded, they had to like scramble to get by, like family helping them, and they couldn't find a job because they're like no one's gonna hire a child abuser. even though they're
Their names got
And
cleared.
by the way, even former child abusers, like that shit sticks. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People keep it in the back of their head every time
Yeah.
they're talking to you. They think maybe you did it, maybe you did it.
Especially with stories like that, like they chopped a body up into pieces and
3.4 million enough.
nah.
They could bag groceries at my grocery shop
Since when do you have one?
if I had one.
Like groceries that are everything.
We're unionized. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. For more, please subscribe to our channel. And you can check out the last video right here.